Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. In this video, you will see me play some crazy sniper tank. No, you won't. I'm here with artillery. I put the artillery in here so you can see what I'm doing. This is a section artillery, the most accurate artillery in the game, for whatever that means to you. That's why I use it for what I'm doing. And what I was doing was I was lucky to talk to my friends, and they were doing long haul missions, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Well, I'm doing tier 3 section artillery long haul missions, and we can do it together. I'm like, deal. So we had a 3-man platoon running, and it was very good and quite fun. What happens in these platoons with this guy is that we're all running tier 3s, and that means you're going to have mostly tier 3 matches, some mixed matches where we have tier 3s and some tier 2s, and also some mixed matches where we have some tier 4s to go against our tier 3s. So that's all good. Do the best we can, score as much as possible. We're trying to work as a unit as well. We're trying to win the game if we can. We're trying to score enough to make our long haul qualifications if we can. But we're there to do the best that we can as a group to win the match, and everything else, we'll cover that. We'll get it eventually. It doesn't matter. You're not always going to have all 3 guys qualify. Sometimes you have them qualify. Sometimes they take places 1, 2, and 3. And we did that a couple of times as well. Just about any scenario you can imagine occurs here and there, depending especially on what the other guys are using. Me, I'm always running commander-centered vehicles, so I'm using these matches in artillery as commander builders. Always. I don't run commanders in artillery where I'm not working on commander experience, because it's just like, to me, it's like throwing an opportunity away, because I'm an ace artilleryman, and I have been known to throw out monster games from time to time, 7, 8, 9, technically not 10 kills in artillery, but 11. So, go figure. Now, it's not that common to get that. The higher you go, the less common they are, of course. But I'm pretty good, to say the least. I had several 5s and above today, which is every time I run artillery for any extended, hour or 2, whatever. I'm going to have that result. It's not an accident. Now, I don't get it all the time. Unfortunately, I wish I did, but well, you take what you get. I mean, there's all kinds of different variables that come into play. The map, the guys you're playing with, the team you have, what the enemy does. We had some great matches. In fact, I'm going to show you, there's more than one video I'm going to make from this sequence of matches. We had some great stuff, so I'm not going to tell you here what all is coming, but there's several. But I'm just going to show them to you one at a time. So hopefully you'll enjoy this video. If you do, please leave a like for me. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. After you see this, you'll probably go, okay, that's probably a good idea. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I work to make it worth your while. And that's why people subscribe, is they think that what I do is worth their time, because I help them do things or learn things or improve in their gameplay. So now let's get to some game action, shall we? Welcome to the airfield. In this video, my guest stars are the Fishman and Armored Wraith. A motley crew of killers if ever there was one, let me tell you. This was a very good game. Now, let me switch to my head killing guest star. Historically speaking, Armored Wraith is a vicious, and I mean a vicious, Thresher player. So it's less exciting to watch me as artillery. We're going to use Armored Wraith, and there's a good reason. This guy is a classic Thresher player. For those of you who are interested in getting a Thresher, the Thresher is a free contract tank. Now that contract will come up again sometime this year. I just don't know when. Probably closer to the summer is my guess. Goodbye, Charlie. This is a tier 4 match, by the way. So I just want you to pay attention. The reason the Thresher is such a vicious killer is that it holds its own against some tier 4s one-on-one. Bing, bang, boom, 2 guys toast. Now, what happens here is a good question. Ah, someone stole his kill. That explains it. Whoops. He got whacked. Uh-oh. Well, time to go find the fish man. What the heck is going on here? Well, there's yours truly, the Duke. I'm working on these guys, trying to help defend the base. That was a big negative. Trying to find the fish man, see what he's up to. The fish man is there. There he is. Another killer, and then some. You gotta watch out, he's going to double teams, not recommended. How's that guy's health? He's down to half. This is not looking good. He's into a triple attack. And the fish man is toast. Well, that just leaves me from my squad. Well, and this is really important. When we put together these platoons, we don't just willy-nilly grab bums. The people who run in our crew have to be of a minimum level at least. And what happens is we all know that potentially any one of us could be the insurance policy that allows us to win the match. Usually the artillery is the easiest one to kill, so I would be the least likely to be the last guy of the platoon, but oh, there you go. Nice. AMX-40, the Duck, a very tough tier 4 to kill, but as an artillery guy has the ability to kill tanks one tier higher than his own artillery without a devastatingly difficult time doing it. Now 2 tiers is another story, or certain heavily armored tanks. So regular tier 4s can go down sometimes in 3 or 4 shots, or 2 if you're lucky, especially if you're helping a guy who's already being in combat with another guy. Alright, these guys are trying to make a move on me. I wouldn't do it if I were you, Sonny. You don't have enough health. Panzer 3J toast. Now, I don't get much points for killing him. He didn't have much health left, but he could kill me in 1 or 2 shots, no question. And I don't want any part of that. Now, this guy, I'm in trouble. Theoretically. Try to run. I and then try to rotate out of it. Not likely, but he doesn't seem to know what he's doing. Put the fear of me into him. Yeah, come and get it. Wait, as longer he waits, the better my reload gets. Goodbye, Charlie. Again, I didn't get a lot of points for that, but I get to live. So, I just killed 2 guys, and so we have now turned a losing match into a potential winning match. And those guys, the Matilda was awesome. This one was a pretty darn good match and a good example of our team play. We hang in there and know how to squeeze as much as we can out of our tanks at the end of a match. Now here I'm going to go help team up with the Matilda. The other guy on our team is capturing the base. What is that guy? Oh, that's another Matilda. So I have 2 Matildas against 1 Type 91 Tier 3. So I want to get next to the Matilda and assist that way because it'll give me the best protection. Because I don't know where this guy is. Nobody knows where this guy is at. Alright. We just lost sight, you know, in the... I couldn't look. I had 2 guys roll up on me who I both killed. So both of them thought I was easy kill artillery, and both of those guys went back to the garage going, man, that guy kicked your butt. Yeah, I sure did. And what's happening here is every second that passes, that guy's 1 step closer to losing. The Type 91 or 95 is not a good... Yeah, Type 91 is not really a great tank to try and win the game by yourself. It's what I call a difference maker, and it's not a difference maker tank. Matilda is a difference maker. The Sexton artillery is a difference maker. Alright, so we got the victory on the capture. Outstanding teamwork right there. So look, the vicious killer himself was MVP. He took the bull by the horns, kicked butt early, got killed, but you know, Fish was kicking butt, and then I was kicking butt, and we turned a potentially disastrous map with Armored Wraith going down early after only 2 kills. It was a disastrous looking map that actually turned out to be pretty darn good for us, as you'll see here. And it got me my 6th skill on my commander. I have another video that I made which shows me replacing or getting the next skill in this tank and then setting it up for another run to work on commander skills after those skills, after the 6 skills are put in another tank. So tremendous. I mean, for me, in a winning match, 3,000 experience isn't that great. But it's because the guys I killed were low hit point guys, 2 of which tried to roll up and kill me. What a mistake those guys made. They found that out. So let's see what happens. Medals, no medals for me. Scoreboard, Armored Wraith number 1. His 685 plus 270 assist damage, terrific. That guy in the Matilda did a great job with 2 kills, 500 plus and 300 plus assistance. The other Matilda, same story, 728 damage, outstanding. And this is the thing. Fish was good, 8th place. No long haul qualification for him. Ninth place for me, even though I was one of the end guys at the, left standing. Ninth place for me. We're playing to win. Fish and I were playing to win, not necessarily just to score long hauls. So, we'll get the long haul scores elsewhere. It doesn't matter. But given the chance to win, we're default winning players. That's what we play for, more so than the just the long haul, which we do. And if that's all we get, we're fine. We all go into these matches saying, hey, we're going to try and win this. But if we can't win it, hey, let's try and at least get a long haul qualification so it's not a complete waste of time. Okay? That's how we look at it. So we try to keep our spirits positive. We're optimistic because we have skills, which you just saw. Some skills are MVP skills in some games, and others, just contributed to the victory, which is what Fish and I did. So this is just another example, a small example of what kind of great fun we had playing in these long haul missions in a 3-man platoon. I don't know about you, but I thought that was a really terrific game. But I have more just like it, and I'm going to be showing those later. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys later in one of the other killer videos I have. Thanks again.